Do you hear the words blockchain and cryptocurrency being tossed around a lot? And like me, are you wondering how it actually works and what it actually means? Then you are in the right place because in this video, we're going to talk about blockchain and cryptocurrency. And don't forget, here at IndianMoney.com, we only give you the unbiased facts. First, what is blockchain? Blockchain can seem a little bit complicated, and it definitely is. But the core concept of it is very simple. So a blockchain is a database. Now, what is a database? A database is a collection of information that is stored electronically. So information or data in the database can be easily filtered, searched, or manipulated. And not just that, the data in the database is typically structured in a table format. Now you might be wondering, doesn't that make it a spreadsheet? It definitely does. A spreadsheet is a database, but a spreadsheet can be operated by one person or a small group of people. But a database can house so much information that it has to be operated by a lot of people and from anywhere in the world. Now, think of blockchain as a novel, or to put it in a simpler way, a digital form of record keeping. So whatever transactions you're going to make, all that will be registered or recorded in a blockchain. So using this slide, let me explain it to you how it actually works. Let's say someone requests a transaction. After they request the transaction, the requested transaction is broadcast to a P2P network consisting of computers known as nodes. So there, each node will validate your request. The network of nodes validate the request and the user's status using known algorithms. So first, they're going to verify you. Are you legit? So first they're going to verify, and then moving on, a verified transaction can involve cryptocurrency, contracts, records, or other information. So once verified, the transaction is combined with other transactions to create a new block of data for the ledger. That is, all the information regarding the user and the transaction will all be put into a node. A node is where all your information is stored. So that node or the new block is then added to the existing blockchain in a way that is permanent and unalterable. So whatever information is recorded in that one node or whatever information is recorded in that one block, once it is recorded, it can never be altered or manipulated. So once that is done, the transaction is complete. So it is end-to-end transaction. Everything else is completed here. Now here's an example of how blockchain works to verify and record a Bitcoin transaction. So first, a consumer will buy a Bitcoin. Then the transaction data is sent across Bitcoin's centralized network of nodes. And once the node validates the transaction, after the approval, after the validation or the verification is done, the transaction is grouped with other transactions to form a block. So after all the verification is done, it forms a block, and which is then added to an ever-growing chain of transactions. So as you make more and more transactions, more and more new blocks will be formed, and all of them will be combined together. So the complete block is encrypted and the transaction is permanent and it's set in stone. So once it's set in stone, you can never manipulate it or alter it. So the blockchain is used for secure transfer of items such as money, properties, or contracts. And the best part is you're not going to be dealing with any government or bank or any third person. It will be a peer-to-peer transaction. Now, moving on. What is cryptocurrency? Let me explain it to you using the slide. As you can see here, cryptocurrency is a medium of exchange created and stored electronically in a blockchain using encryption techniques to control the creation of monetary units and to verify the transfer of funds. And as you all know, Bitcoin is the best known example. So, a cryptocurrency has no intrinsic value in that it is not redeemable for another commodity such as gold. And it has no physical form and it exists only in the network as a code. And its supply is not determined by the central bank. And the network is completely decentralized. So, to put it in more simpler terms, number one, cryptocurrency is an internet-based medium of exchange which uses cryptographical functions to conduct a financial transaction. And cryptocurrencies leverage blockchain technology. So blockchain is the technology behind cryptocurrency. So cryptocurrency cannot work without a technology like blockchain. So cryptocurrencies leverage blockchain to gain decentralization, transparency, and immutability. Number two, the most important feature of a cryptocurrency is that it is not controlled by any government or central authority. So the decentralized nature of the blockchain makes cryptocurrencies theoretically immune to the old ways of the government. So the government cannot control or interfere with your transactions. Last but not the least, cryptocurrencies can be sent directly between two parties. So it is a peer-to-peer. And these transfers can be done with minimum processing fee, allowing users to avoid the steep fee charges by traditional financial institutions. So there are no type of charges. It will be peer-to-peer. You don't have to deal with any other third person. Let me also tell you the advantages and the disadvantages of using cryptocurrency. So let's talk about the advantages first. So advantages. Number one, protection from inflation. Number two, self-governed and managed. Number three, secure and private. Number four, currency exchanges can be done easily. Number five, it's decentralized. Number six, cost-effective mode of transaction. Number seven, a fast way to transfer your funds. So these are the advantages. Now, the disadvantages can be used for illegal transactions. Number two, data losses can cause financial losses. Number three, decentralized but operated by some organizations. So there are many types of cryptocurrencies. If you happen to go for Dogecoin or Bitcoin, it is going to be organized or managed by an organization. Number four, some coins are not available in other currencies. So you have to first whatever coins you have to transfer it to either Bitcoin or Dogecoin and then do any sort of transaction that you want. Number five, adverse effects of mining on the environment. Number six, susceptible to hacks. And number seven, no refunds or cancellation policies. That is, once you do a transaction, once you lose your money is gone. You will not be able to cancel the transaction or get your money back. Now you have some basic understanding about how a blockchain works and how it fuels the cryptocurrency trend. And there are more than 4,000 plus cryptocurrencies available in the market, out of which the popular one is Bitcoin. And using Bitcoin, whenever you do a transaction, it is definitely recorded in a blockchain, which means once it's recorded, it is set in stone and you will not be able to manipulate the data. And not just that, when you are doing a transaction using a Bitcoin, it is impossible to track the history of Bitcoin and to stop people from spending coins they do not own or making copies or undoing transactions. So for example, let's say the normal currency that you use. Once you spend a 10 rupees note, you will not be able to spend that same 10 rupees note for any other commodity or product. But when it comes to Bitcoins, there are terms like double spending, which means you use one Bitcoin to purchase one product and the same Bitcoin can be manipulated. So as they say, investing in cryptocurrencies, it's like gambling. So before you invest in any sort of cryptocurrency, make sure you do your research and don't get into any traps. And that is why financial education is really important, so that you will know where to invest and where not to invest. And that is exactly why in our financial freedom application, we have a lot of courses, especially when it comes to learning about finance or how to make money or career building courses or business and farming courses, that too in all 6 different languages. So what are you waiting for? Click the link in the description box below and download the Financial Freedom app and start your journey towards becoming rich. And if you feel that this video is going to help someone in any way, do like this video and share it with that person. And don't forget to use my code NAT. If you use this code, you'll get 2,000 rupees worth scholarship absolutely free. And if you like this video, then hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, then hit the subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you will be notified when we post a new video. I'm Natalia and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. EnglandMoney.com. Be wise and get rich.